While I still lived in town, Arbin stayed here for as long as her vampiric visa allowed.
Yes.
We had our fair share of adventures together, and to this day remain close friends. When she finally left, for a while she tried to maintain her establishment from afar. But alas, literary salons went out of fashion, and eventually they built a regular housing project in its place.
Okay.
Arbin overcame her internal struggles about siring and ended up taking several fledglings under her wing. Unsurprisingly, each and every one of them is well and thriving.
She had little vampire kitties?
She often credits me for that, but really, she's always cared for the newly turned, just like the moment I first met her.
Oh no, she's adopted like other newborns.
Arbin eventually moved abroad, but still sends me a case of delicious red every year.
I love that.
If you're looking for champagne, vodka or flowers, don't bother. They're all out.
Is that right?
Well, why else do you think I'm still open? All the demand and no other supply. That's good business.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Purchase
The
flowers.
bouquet over there, please.
Cutting it a bit late with the presents, aren't you? You'd better hurry home, or you'll miss the president's speech.
Not for me.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be watching this year. Not my cup of tea.
What? Why not? Don't you care about your own country? See, that's the problem with your generation. You hold nothing sacred.
Oh, really? And what generation do you think that is?
Liza, don't try and blow your
Generation
cover.
of spoiled brats. You've seen nothing, done nothing, and fought for nothing. You have all the freedom in the world, but no, you just complain and demand more.
You're like, dude, I'm nearly 100 and something now at
Show
this
some
stage.
respect and be grateful for once.
Are you finished? Listen, I'm not who you think I am, but I don't expect you to understand that. Mark my words, I've seen this happen to our country time and time again. At this point, I feel it in my bones, like how some with arthritis can feel rain coming.
What are you babbling about, girl?
Every time there was hope, a person like that man came to crush it. No one has found a way to break the cycle yet, so, of course, I've come to not expect much. All I'm asking is, think and care about your fellow man. Then, make your own choices.
How much have you had to drink?
Enough for a lifetime, trust me. Happy upcoming New Year.
I'm on auto walk.
It's moments like these that I regret making fun of the hussar for smoking.
Are you all right, dear? Hope you don't mind me asking.
Oh, don't sound like Faina,
You
please.
look out of sorts.
Yes I am. Thank you.
Do you have a place to go tonight? It's New Year's Eve, after all. No good being by yourself.
She literally sounds like Fiona. I can't cope.
Thank you. I do have some old friends I'm visiting.
In the graveyard, Liza, come on. Oh my god, it's so sad.
Oh,
but beautiful.
that's lovely. Just lovely. You know, I overheard what you were saying back there.
Did I get carried away?
Goodness, no. I would have said the exact same thing.
You're just Faina reincarnated,
I
girl.
was just like you when I was younger. Didn't let anyone walk over me.
I'm not as young as I look.
Let's talk again in 50 years, dear. See who's right about this.
Sounds good.
That Chernov, though, he's trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just as we managed to turn this rusty ship around, they're pulling the wheel again.
Oh, it says pulling instead of turning. That's funny.
Still, all this time, I never lost hope. Not once. And you shouldn't either, dear.
We will not lose hope. You're right.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that today. You know, you remind me of an old friend of mine.
She does! She reminds me of Faina.
Friends, of course. Sorry for keeping you, dear. Your friends are probably wondering where you are.
Oh, don't worry. They aren't going anywhere, girl.
Don't worry, they're quite a patient bunch nowadays.
Do you need any help?
Do you need any help carrying your bag?
Oh, no, bless you, dear. I live just around the corner.
In Faina's old
Really?
house.
In the old apartment building?
That's the one. My great-aunt used to own it before the revolution, and I inherited it. I'm very lucky.
Oh my god! Stop it! I don't know why that just hit me really hard, guys. I'm just really glad there's no bloody cameras on me.
It's apartment number 1. Stop by for a cup of tea sometime if you feel lonely.
Oh my god!
Have a wonderful year, dear.
That was Faina's voice actress. That was the same lady.
Thank you. And you. Well, what do you know? Locked. I guess I'll just have to do it.
Is there anything else to look at? I don't think so. Got all those. Got Faina's. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to look at. I think that's everybody.
To no one's surprise, Anastasia and Evgeny never managed to patch things up. Soon enough, they got a divorce. Believe it or not, Evgeny, the very same
Yeah,
year,
no,
Evgeny
I heard this. I heard all that already. Demyan, did you survive?
To no one's surprise, soon enough, believe the
Oh,
very
stop,
Evgeny
Liza. Liza, shush! Talk to Damian.
To my relief, Damian was among the many lucky survivors who were rescued from the town hall dungeons. Perhaps even luckier, Damian never ended up on the lower levels of Savelli's underground prison. That left him relatively unscarred, and soon enough he seemed to be back to his old playful self.
If I don't see this Maruz of a girl...
One thing did seem to change, though. After the events of that night, I certainly noticed him working in the fields much more often. It's hard to find a silver lining to what transpired, but I suppose scaring Damian into a working man may have been one of them.
Did you survive?
Gosha proved herself a true hero by disarming the bomb prior to the attack on Town Hall.
Yes, Queen!
Many assumed that after Yvonne, their golden-throated leader, went to prison, the local revolutionary cause would fall apart. But, yet again, brave Gosha came to the rescue. She assembled what was left of the group and pivoted towards peaceful change.
Absolute Queen.
Ultimately, she turned it into a legitimate political party that existed for decades after her eventual passing.
Amazing.
During the years she led the movement, she helped steer the country away from many a tragedy, although, of course, plenty couldn't be avoided. Sweet Roman. He ended up traveling around the world at least 3 times in his lifetime.
That's good.
He managed to connect with all kinds of people and hear the legends of their homes and ancestors.
I'll definitely do his story properly next time.
It wasn't just for his pleasure either. He published several tomes on world folklore, which were translated to dozens of languages. He loved the people around him, and he shared that love in his favorite way, through his books and stories.
Petya.
I'm
wow.
happy to report that Petya is still alive and well.
Good.
He is, of course, still bound to Matilda's body, but at this point, I think even if someone offered him a different form, he'd turn it down. He may have never made it as a great salesman, but, in a way, the fact that he no longer interacted with customers in his new body only did him good. Petya opened a small doll boutique, and, it turns out, when someone else was selling his dolls, people absolutely loved them. He
Amazing.
never took it personally, though. Petya was just happy that the dolls found good homes. Of course, to open a business, he needed a human for the paperwork, and who happened to step up but his old friend Liza.
Oh my god, we're just absolute queens.
She was the face of his company for quite some time, during which they became the best of pals again. Human or vampire, that's something I never imagined happening in a million years.
Amazing.
But life is just full of surprises.
It is. Where is Marusova? Oh, Tropheme. Here we go. Tell me your story,
The
girl.
funds I provided helped Marusa pursue the path of education that she so longed for, without her needing to worry about her family. Of course, with all her talent and natural stubbornness, she had no trouble whatsoever getting accepted to the best university in the country.
Amazing, girl.
Marusa never forgot her community, and upon graduation, she came back to the village and helped make it prosper. Neither her family nor anyone else she cared for wanted for money and bread once she turned things around. Although I always considered the money I gave Marusa a gift, she insisted on paying me back every single coin. But she didn't stop there either. Inspired by Anastasia's kindness and commitment to her craft, Marusa opened her own school to help children from low-income families.
Amazing, amazing!
She arranged special stipends for the most promising students, and, with her help, many of the peasant youth from across the country managed to receive higher education. When she first built her school, she made sure to prominently display the violin I gifted her, accompanied by a plaque dedicated to me. In her later years, the school grew and branched out to different campuses across the country.
What a fucking legend!
I knew she was a special one from the start. I couldn't have been more right.
What happened with poor old Trophim?
Trophim ended up working for the Countess for the rest of his life.
I'm gonna have nihilism to turn him this time.
He didn't drink much ever since our first encounter, and lived well into old age. Was it a happy life? Who's to say? Perhaps it's not just drinking that makes one miserable. I
Faina!
only knew Faina for a short time, but somehow the memory of her has never faded. She meant a lot to me. She still does. I took care of your flowers as best I could, for as long as they lasted.
Oh, I know she appreciated it, girl.
Rest in peace, dear Faina.
Oh, it's making me so fucking upset. I hope you fucking suffered, you cunt.
I didn't know exactly what to expect when I told Gosha about the bomb, but she sure came through that fateful night. As I learned later, Yvonne devised a backup plan in case the bomb didn't end up being delivered.
So I literally made the best choice. If I hadn't have delivered the bomb, he would have,
But
done something different.
what he didn't plan was on his right-hand woman deactivating the explosive before handing it over to him. When the townsfolk saw what happened and understood the scale of the tragedy that was barely avoided, Yvonne was swiftly thrown into jail.
Yes! Best ending unlocked!
I didn't hear whether he was ever pardoned, but I do know for certain that he never returned to politics.
Good. He was an absolute arsehole.
Oleg and I never became close, but at least till I left town he kept running the shop and seemed to be doing fine. Although, I'm sure he would have preferred to keep his hand. I always felt a sense of gratitude in him for sparing him. In retrospect, I think I'm glad I didn't end up taking a life for an old grudge, albeit a very heavy one. I wonder if the Rusalka is still out there somewhere. Did she ever forgive him?
Me with all my dead friends. Yes. But guys, I think for a first playthrough, we did fairly fucking good for, good endings for people, you know? And I probably did have extra time to sit with Roman and, go through his story. But I do think next one would be nihilistic. See how it differs?
I did what I came for. I suppose it's time to go home.
And the snowscape is just beautiful as well, guys. The background is just amazing.
Oh! Huh. Strange. Snakes usually brumate over the winter. Their metabolism slows down, they stop eating, and hide out underground till it's warmer. Nobody must have come here for ages. I bet I scared it out of its hiding spot. Slithering
really
back
sad.
to the shadows. How the mighty have fallen.
Because nobody comes as part of the graveyard because everybody alive today doesn't know anybody here.
Oof. The church sure has seen better days. What does the sign say?
Is the church no longer, has it been desanctified? Which would mean I could go in. Keep out. This building has been dangerous due to a snake infection and is hereby condemned.
Condemned? Wait a minute. So, it's not technically a church anymore, and I don't need an invitation. Does that mean I can enter it?
Let's try, girl.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
It's been over a century since I've been inside a church. I'd forgotten how it looks, what it smells like. I'd forgotten how much I missed it. How much I wanted to come in sometimes when I was scared and lost.
Wow, this is amazing. Oh.
Damn it.
A to unlock the medallion.
The Morozov family. Minus me, of course.
Oh, we get to catch up with Kolya and how the others did.
I remember how, even before I was allowed to touch matches, in church, Mother would let me light candles for people we knew. I loved doing it, partly because of the excitement of the dangerous forbidden flame, but it was also more than that.
Are we gonna light fucking candles for our family?
Even before I knew what it meant, it felt important.
Oh my god.
Why don't I light some candles now? I may not get another chance.
Let's do it, girl. Let's fucking do it. Three candles.
There.
How do the parents get
People
on?
tend to only say good things about the dead, but we all knew Father was far from perfect. Slowly but surely, drinking turned him from a kind and loving person into a monster. And I know more than most what it means to be one.
Yeah.
But some fairy tales do have a happy ending. He managed to quit drinking soon after that fateful summer. I couldn't have been more proud of him.
Yes! Best ending achieved! Oh my god, that makes me so fucking happy. Like, Koi was able to, like, not drink, kind of give him the shock to the system that he needed. We stopped that vicious cycle.
I might be giving us too much credit, but I feel like Kolya and I might have had something to do with it. Mom stuck with him through the rough months. Uncle Mitko helped out with money before they got back on their feet, and from what I gathered, they both ended up rather happy.
Good. Good. That's so good, Liza.
So glad I managed to get this new picture of them. Of course, according to higher society laws, we're never supposed to get in touch with family, but Kolya and I bent the rules just a little. We got into some trouble, of course, but that's a whole other story.
When you're friends with Alicia and you're the Countess's, like, daughter-in-law, you're fine.
Rest in peace, dear mother and father.
How's Kolya getting on? He's not living with us, but, like, nor should he. Like, he's his own man.
It's not easy being an older sister, but being a younger brother must have also had its challenges. Kolya adjusted surprisingly well, all things considered, and he somehow managed to keep his humanity. He tried not to show it, but Back when I told him what I saw on the lower floors of the underground prison, I could tell he was truly shaken. I always felt strange about that bribe, but I feel that in some way it helped to save his sanity.
Good.
For decades now, he's been working with organizations helping the poor and those with addiction.
Amazing, Kolya. You stopped the cycle.
I'm proud of you. This one is for you, dear brother.
And it's one for you?
For over a century, I've lived so many lives. Different names, cities, friends, and enemies. I've seen more people live and die than one can count, or care to remember. But even after all this time, I still think about my family. They never faded away. I could have done things differently, and every day I have to live with my choices and my mistakes.
I don't think you made any mistakes, Liza.
Some of them are heavy and bury themselves deep in my gut.
I think you're doing a lot of good, girl.
From what I hear, every vampire receives a keepsake like that sooner or later. Maybe that's the true payment for eternal life. Or maybe it's a part of any life, really. I don't know if they ever fully go away. If I'm honest, I don't think so. But they remind me to do things differently, to be better. And when I do, sometimes I feel human again.
Amazing.
Last candle left. I think I know what I'll light it for.
Hope. You. Love. The world. Hope.
I've seen people in this country go through so much suffering. Wars, revolutions, tyranny, famine. So much has happened, and yet so little has changed. Some people say this country is cursed, hopeless. I don't know if I believe that. I've seen fates crushed by a short sentence. I've seen lives saved by a simple embrace.
Like us with the doctor, 100% we saved his life.
No matter what they say, a person's choice can make a difference, so you might as well do your best. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll all make enough of the good ones. And for now, there is hope.
Beautiful.
Demons may be hereditary, but we are in charge of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Oh my god.
Улицы плачут по белому снегу. Дворник не может очистить их серость.
Amazing.
Он смотрит на красные
Absolutely amazing.
руки. День на глазах умирает со скуки, если чудеса только в фильмах. Если чудеса только в книжках. Кому я молюсь? Кому я молюсь? Дети в подвале пустоты. Так не к лицу мне, нет, приходи, если чудеса только в книжках. Если чудеса только в фильмах. Кому я молюсь? Кому я
Thank you all so much. Thank you. And we'll discuss this more next episode.